Good morning. Welcome to this video on speed control of three-phase induction motor. We are all aware that the speed of an induction motor can be controlled both from stator side as well as on rotor side. Taking up the stator side control, the variation can be obtained by controlling the stator voltage. Second method is by changing the frequency, and third one by changing the poles. With respect to the rotor side control, the speed can be effectively changed by varying the rotor resistance. And the second method can be by injecting an EMF in the rotor circuit. And third one is by having a cascaded control operation of induction motors. Let me relate a practical example, an analogous example for the stator side control. We have, like every day, we use fan, right? And we tend to vary the speed of the fan with the help of an regulator. The regulator can be the older type regulator, or it could be an electronic regulator. If you take up the olden type regulator, right, the big box, it contains spool of resistance, and a rotary switch is there, and a multi-point rotary switch is there, and each point decides the value of resistance. If the regulator is in one position, right, the speed is very low. If the regulator is in fifth position, the speed of the machine is very high. It means that lower the resistance, higher the speed. Right? So when the resistance is low, automatically the voltage drop is very less across the resistors, and more voltage is applied to the stator coils. And we know T is proportional to V square, stator voltage. If there is a small variation in stator voltage also, it gets reflected as change in speed. The value of slip changes. So when you change the knob, right, the speed of the machine varies. Right, that is a good example, simple example for stator voltage control. Another example that can be quoted for stator voltage control is AC dimmer, or we can say electronic regulator. In electronic regulator, we can see a triac-diac combination by where we can implement a phase angle control. So the phase angle in the positive half cycle and negative half cycle of the AC waveform can be effectively controlled with a triac switch, and the flow of current can be regulated with the help of a diac to avoid the misfire and all. Right? So in AC dimmer or in electronic regulator, we can very well reduce the voltage, right, stator voltage. The other two methods, variation of stator frequency and variation of poles, can result in change in synchronous speed, right? So these methods are very rarely used, and they are costly also. And in practical application, we avoid these two methods. Moving on to the rotor control, rotor speed control. Varying the rotor resistance is a normal approach, and normally the machines with external rotor resistance, right, it is very costly, and it is used in very limited applications, wherever there is a need, right, this rotor resistance control is possible. Coming to injection of EMF, right, the response of injecting an EMF depends on the phase of the voltage that is injected. Right, so the injected voltage can be in phase or it can be out of phase also. Considering all those things, the response varies. Cascaded, when it comes to the injection EMF injection. And electronically, it can be achieved with static grammar and static Sherbius drives. In drives, it is very well used. Moving to the cascaded operation of induction machine, right? That is, one machine can be like the speed of one machine can be controlled by the speed of the other machine, or the rotor of one machine can be controlled with the stator of the another machine. In this simple way, the speed controls can be easily achieved. Thank you.